All right, so the point of this is we try to get prison stories out of people who kind of serve some time. Um, First and foremost, the first thing we try to get an idea of, and again, you could kind of think about anything that ever happened, but uh, was there ever a time you were in prison where either it just got dangerous, whether for you, for someone else, and how bad did it get? If like an event or something that happened, whether prison riot, someone stabbed up, you have any stories of anything crazy happening?
I was in Coleman Penn, so in the feds they got levels. They got a max, uh, high, medium, and low, and then camp. I was in the high. I don't know how I got there. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was there. I had 7 years, and oh, I did know. They went off. They give you a perm system, so they go about how your criminal history was. And what I found out once I left the pen was that it was on my records that I was trying to run over police. So that made my criminal history high. So I winded up in a pen around people. I think I was probably the shortest one on the yard. Nobody on the Everybody I ran across was going to be in there for the rest of their life. I ran across gangster co-defendant Blabber. He had gave his time back. He had life. Be Stupid out the Noya. He had 25. 10 Wall Fat. He a legend from New Orleans in the feds. He had life plus something. So I was around everybody that when you go look him up on BOP, it said deceased.
Wow. Did you try to run over a police officer?
I was trying to run away,
Oh, yeah.
so it was they made it look like it was more than what it was. I was in a stolen car, and if they behind you, I'm not just gonna wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Did you ever see any either anybody get jumped, stabbed, just anybody get done dirty in there?
So within my first month, I think I saw. Well, I heard I was in the cell. I couldn't see because it was locked down. Dude got stabbed up in the cell. They locked us down. What I did witness, I was locked up with one of the. He was in my unit. One of the uh, cartel bosses that was beefing with El Chapo, the brothers. I was locked up. I mean, he had it. When the Spanish and the Mexicans beef, they had to go talk to him. He had the yard, so he walked with bodyguards and everything. But I was in that unit, and the day before I left, because I had to get my GED to get my perms down. And once I got them down, they moved me to a medium. And the day before I left, I was on the yard and I saw it was three of them, three Spanish dudes. One was fighting off one. The other two, they was while he fighting off one behind him poking him with a knife. He taking it. He getting in. And I'm just looking, and I think that was one of the times where it really sat with me. Like I ain't trying to come back to this. This not I don't want this not where I want my life to be. Where I have to witness a stand on all 10 all day every night. So that was the most wildest experience I saw, and I wasn't trying to see that again. That's why I came home. You know what I'm saying? It was an eye opener.
When it comes to doing your time, was there ever a time either you, again, you're serving time with other guys who've been in there a lot longer or have more time? Did you ever see someone break due to the despair of being in there? Like, or did you ever have a time where you kind of broke down? Like,
Nah, I never seen nobody break. I mean, nobody really gonna let you see that. You know, you gotta always, if you ain't tough, even act tough. But I had 7 years. I mean, I knew I had daylight. So, and I'm like, once the police put the handcuffs on me, I had in my head, I gotta go do time. So I knew I had to go, and I was like, I'm gonna see daylight. So I was cool. But I never saw nobody break down, and I never was in that situation like I wanted to just, do cry or something. It was I just took my lick.
did you ever have a love story in there yourself, or knew somebody that might have messed either got with a CEO or got with someone outside, pen pal? Did you experience that, or did someone you know ever like just fell in love, got married or something while they was in there?
Um, Nah, I mean they had dudes that I did the dating sites on that writer prisoner and all that, and I did that, but it was never nothing. I never They had dudes they lucked up on and they got their little golden chicken, but I never lucked up on that. Never had no CEO. Not in the feds. I probably had a CEO let me whack off on it and she look at that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than relationships, oh, I did. I did have one. We went in the feds. I wound up meeting one that used to work in the jail and came home, and just because she worked, I wanted to hit her and got, I did followed up. That's about it.
Got to follow up.
Yeah.
Was there a situation in which either you helped somebody out or somebody helped you out, like gave a helping hand to like either teach them something about their case or someone helping you with yours or anything like that? Like, have you ever helped anybody? Anybody helped you? Is there a story around someone just looking out for you?
With the case, no, like I had 7. Everybody I was around they was sitting. So my little case compared to theirs was like irrelevant. So I didn't know nothing about the case. I think Gangster co-defendant, like he knew the law work. So I go chill with him in the law library and we'll just be chopping up. But it wasn't really, he'll be showing me cases, but it was nothing that I took to the streets to learn. You pick up on some things, but nothing pertaining to my case, none pertaining to his case. But nah, I ain't never had that. I know people that did it, and I never helped nobody because I ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? When it came to that, I was illiterate on that. So yeah.
Did you ever have a cellmate?
I had a cellmate every spot I went to.
Is there any stories that revolve around a cellmate that you had, whether something happened to him, anything, him getting off, him,
Right before I left, man, I had the 7 years. Off the 7, I had to do like 6. I went to the drug program. The drug program is for anybody that sold drugs and all that. When you do the drug program for 9 months, you get a year off your sentence. So anybody in jail that could get that year off your sentence, you're gonna do it. So I did that, past that. While I'm going to my last spot in Houston, FDC, and I got my cell. He was from my cell, and we had it took me, I didn't respect him at first. I'm gonna just say that. I didn't have no respect for him because he gave lane to me. Like he didn't give me, some people you just don't have that, I didn't have that respect for him. But I got mad at him because in the feds, we call each cell real estate. Like if I'm in a cell, only somebody from New Orleans can move, or Louisiana can move in the cell with me. So we had this cell that had a good view of the CEO, the TV, and it just anybody, you could just see what's going on in the cell. So I'm leaving, I'm short, I'm about to leave in 2 weeks. And me and him got into it because he wanted to give his cell up to a dude from Texas because the dude from Texas had a cell you could see the streets. We was right by with a baseball team, Houston baseball team.
Yeah.
And he wanted that cell, I guess, so he could see his girl pull up and all that. And I got mad with him, and we got in the cell and he just talked to me stupid, and I just took off on him, and we fought. And what made me respect him because he felt played because I punched on him hard, and it was showing after we came out of the unit. You see the marks, you feel some type of way. He wanted another round, and what was scary about it was once you get that year in the program from the drug program, get that year off.
Yeah.
If you get any write up or anything, you can lose that whole year. So I'm fighting, jeopardizing my year because I'm mad he about to give a cell up. I ain't even gonna be in 2 weeks from now. So it just showed how I was thinking in my mindset that night. But after that, we dapped it off, and I had respect for him because he stood up to me. So it was that was like the only fight. That's the only fight I had in the feds, and it was with a homie from New Orleans. But now we still cool. We dap, I check on, he check on me, but it just made me respect him.
No, that's real. When it comes to getting out early, this is more of like a triumph story, but how did you get out early?
That year off the drug program, and then they give you a halfway house. I think I got, I want to say 9 months halfway house. So I got out into the halfway house, and they let me go home confinement within a month because I had a little job and shit. And shit, I ain't been back since. I ain't seen a cell, handcuffs, nothing since. That was 2018.
Man, there you go. Blessing. I wasn't recording at first, so I'm going to have you give me your name. We're going to run down through the first thing you said up until we start getting the stories, but go and let them know who you are.
I'm Crypto Geezy. You can find me on YouTube at Crypto Geezy, Instagram Rise Geezy, TikTok Crypto Geezy. At this point, you could just Google me.
And go and tell us what it is you did as far as what got you set up.
I got caught with a large quantity of heroin coming back from Texas going to New Orleans on a mega bus.
All right, and when did this happen? What year?
September 26, 2013. You never forget that day you go in.
And where did you serve? What time? Where'd you go?
I did, my first spot I went to was Coleman 1. It's 2 pens. If you go to the second one, that means you ain't right. But I was in the one where they check paperwork.
All right, lastly, of course, tell us again why. Why were you even selling heroin? Why were you even moving weight? Or, even the girl that set you up, why were you dealing with her? Like, give us the why of it all.
I was selling because well, that's what I learned on this when I came home this time here. If you don't have no plan, you go back, you resolve back to what you know. So my only plan was to go get a job. I got a job that didn't work. I wasn't making the money. So I didn't have a plan B. I had a plan A. So plan B was automatically go back to what I know. I went back to New Orleans. Got my partner. He was holding the streets down with the heroin, and we was making it work. He got popped. I took over, and then I got popped. And how I got popped was I was messing with a chick that I was dealing with around Katrina. And around Katrina, she was a stand up. We were riding with guns. She done grabbed a gun, talking about come buy me out. Police got me on the ground. Sometimes she walking past, she just did a lot of stuff that just made me feel she was stand up. But that was years before I met her again. Reuniting with her again. And this time here, she was trying to free her man. Sad part is she did that for him while he was in jail. She got pregnant. So she did all that. You know what I'm saying? It just was like, man. But she was mad because when she did that, I saw it. I should have knew. She saw I wound up messing with another girl, and I just saw that hatred in her, and I should have knew that was my sign, and I put in my business. But I told her, and when I got off that bus, DEA was waiting on me.
Man, that's real, man. Well, Crypto Geezy, man, once again, I appreciate you, man. This is Prison Stories 101. Hopefully, if there's any more stories you got, man, definitely come through and let us know. But, man, we appreciate you, man, for real.
Always. I'm one call away. You already know.
Let's go.